Okay, welcome. Today we're looking into the Telstra Smart Modem Gen 3. We're going to be touching on parental controls. Now, I haven't got my head in the sand. I know that most children are going to find this video before the parents. So this is just going to be catered to parents using the 6Ps. Prior preparation prevents piss poor performance. Also note that these options, or also note that these settings can be overrun by a factory reset. So you'd want to take extra precautions in getting your default credentials. So for these to work effectively, you want to make sure you are the gatekeeper of the default creds when it comes to your router or smart modem. Okay, so on my website, if you're interested in the technical stuff, there is a detailed post here that goes into the differences from the Gen 2 and 3, what's included, your LED LED statuses, what they mean. But we are going to go all the way down to setup and configuration. So let's just take this as we're a parent, we've got a child that we're about to give devices. Or if you've already been running this gauntlet for a while, you could factory reset your modem and start fresh with this new setup. Okay, so here is my Gen 3. Here is my Gen 2. It's don't worry about the skeleton. I like my modems like my motorbikes, stripped down and got that naked look. Right, step 1, put the power in. Step 2, get your LAN cable and connect into the yellow LAN ports. If you don't have a LAN cable, you can connect via Wi-Fi. That's fine. But if you take the steps in changing the Wi-Fi username, like the Wi-Fi password, SSID and password, you'll just be booted off and you'll have to reconnect with the new password. Right. So once we're connected, mine's not connected to the internet, so this is why you've got this network thing here. But yeah, you don't need to be connected to the internet to make these changes. For the Gen 2 and the Gen 3, it's the same IP, 192.168.0.1. Brings you here for the there it is there. For the Gen 3, it's my gateway. For the Gen 2, it's my modem. Okay, let's touch on being the gatekeeper of the default credentials. With your modem, you'll get the magnet, which has got your default Wi-Fi on it. And then on the bottom of the modem, you've also got the Wi-Fi and you've got the creds to get into the modem's GUI or control panel. On the Gen 2, most of I believe all the username and password for the control panel is the same. On the Gen 3, they've given individual passwords for individual modems, which is a good thing. So the goal of being the gatekeeper is if the modem's factory resetted, your child or the person who's factory resetted the modem doesn't know the default credentials to get into the GUI and reverse all this onto you. Reconnect themselves and boot your devices off. Because, why wouldn't you? If you're a child and you've been blocked from TikTok or Xbox, why not reset the modem, kick your parents off so they can't work on it. Okay, so once you've got all your default stuff all stored away, you're not going to lose it, safe as houses, we come in here, we use the default username and password to get into the GUI. We want to go to advanced, and then we're presented with a number of options. So first off, you can go to change the default GUI password. We go over here where it says admin and change my password, put in your default, and then put in what you want new, and you can change that. Once that's done, you can come over here to Wi-Fi. Now I've already changed these, but this would be the Telstra 12 blah 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 blah, be a name like that. So the Telstra one, your default one, this is your primary Wi-Fi. So if you connect to this Wi-Fi, you can then access the GUI over Wi-Fi. So this is going to be your protected one. Let's call it your protected Wi-Fi. You can call it office Wi-Fi, or you can call it your work Wi-Fi. You know, mum's ops. Let's call it mum ops. Right, change the password so it's not the same as the default on the magnet. Make sure you remember it. WPS, take that off, because that is where you can just press a button on the modem, press that button and then say connect on the device, and it will open it up. So WPS, turn that off, save. So now mum ops, that is the primary Wi-Fi, the admin, I call it the admin Wi-Fi for the modem. No one knows that password but mum. Now this one is called, originally I should have done a factory so it was a bit more authentic. This is your guest Wi-Fi. So if you're fresh, you'll come on and it will show up as guest, and it is disabled by default. You want to come in here, enable it, change it from guest to family X Wi-Fi, or like whatever you want to call your home Wi-Fi. You just call it our nets, whatever. Create the password, save. Now this one, which is your guest, originally your guest Wi-Fi, so this guest Wi-Fi is going to be the Wi-Fi that your children connect to, IoT devices connect to, Xbox, TV console, like TVs, everything connects to this guest Wi-Fi. It still gives you internet, but it's like a firewall for those devices getting into your control panel or your modem GUI. Right, 2.4, if you change it on 2.4, it will update it on the 5 as well. Right, so here we go. We've got control of the admin portal, and all the kids, everyone's on the guest network when it comes to Wi-Fi. Next step is to go devices. Now, if you're being very proactive and your child is yet to get a device, you've got the device in the hand, you can connect that to your modem, and in here it will come up. You'll see the new device come up. It will be iPhone or Android or whatever it comes up as. It will get an IP address, and its MAC address will show up. if you're coming in late to the game, there'll be a whole list of devices here, and you'll just have to work out what's what. But usually the host name would be stating, give an idea of what it is, whether it's an Xbox or iPhone. If young Sally's named her iPhone Sally's comms or Sally's iPhone, it'll come up there, Sally's iPhone, and you can just grab that MAC address. So we grab the MAC address we want, copy that. Now there's two options when it comes to parental controls. There's time of day, so you can say our children, we don't want our children having internet after dinner or when they get home from school or in the morning. And then the other option is we don't want our children connecting to these types of websites. And that can be as just a general protection. You know, you got your colourful websites out there, you just want to get those blocks in, they never connect. Or it could be young Sally's been a mischief, she's got right up mum's goat, and now as a punishment her phone can't connect to TikTok. Or Timmy's been a steak and you've got a phone from school and he's just been a pest at school, so when he comes home you've already pre-organised to block out internet for the night for his phone. So let's go into time of day. We create the rule, we know the device, we chuck in that MAC address, and we're going to say block when Timmy gets home at 4 p.m. That is blocked for the weekday or the whole week. That's up to you. And that goes up to midnight. Bang. Create another rule. We don't want him to be connected in the morning either, so we're going to block from midnight to 9:30, because we know he's going to be out of the house by then. And we'll just block that right out. Bang. There we go. Timmy's phone, no internet, no Wi-Fi connection when he's home from school. To delete them, we can just go to the cross and delete. Easy as. Let's go to the other option now where it's site blocking. We want to enable. Enable. We want to add a device, which is that MAC address again. The action is block, and the website is https tiktok.com. Add. We want to add another one. youtube.com. Put in the MAC. Block. Add. And so on and so forth. You just keep blocking the ones you don't want. And then that's there until you come back in and delete. There we go. Easy as, just some basic ways to take control of your home network. All right, thank you.